Oi. What is up, everybody? Today is Update Friday. I need to come up with a better name. If you can think of a better name for my weekly updates, please let me know.
Black boy joy, she wanna see the Forbes like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah. Ayy, you pay me, but I'm old, yeah.
This week's been pretty good, actually. Pretty good. You know what's been interesting? I think there's been so many ups and downs that it's just hard to really talk about all of them. But my wife reminded me that it's really important that I also share like some of the really cool positive things. And not to be so like, I have a weird feeling about positivity because there's a lot of like toxic positivity out there. But there has been lots of positive things happening. So I want to share more of those things as well, thanks to my wife. But it's been a good week. It's been a pretty good week. So this week I did a really interesting video about my morning routine. You should check it out. And it just kind of talks about a little bit about what my morning looks like as a full-time writer now. I want to do more videos like that just to kind of give people an insight of how just my world looks like. I'm living in the Philippines, but I'm Canadian, used to be a teacher, now full-time writer, which is like really weird to say. And the idea again of this vlog in itself is just really to talk about my journey. And if it is interest of you or anyone out there, then great. Yeah. And honestly, I think, I want to keep track of like how things are going so I can go back and hopefully just reflect on some of the things that I've gone throughout this process. So this week, I did some restructuring of my middle grade. I don't know if I talked about this last week or in another vlog, but I read this post from someone that I follow, I don't know personally, just about writing stories and how you really want to, I don't know, I don't think this is the case for everybody, but it really hit home for me. And this is just something I believe in. Like when you're writing stories, you want to write stories about your experiences. And as I was writing this middle grade novel, I was tending to write about something that wasn't necessarily my story, and it may have been just kind of the narrative that I was continuing to read and hear about. And to be frank with you, it was about like the loss of or the absent father in the Black home, and that's not really my experience at all. And I don't actually think it should be something I should be writing about. I've had a very supportive father for all of my life. He's been my #1 fan for all of my life, and I just don't think that's my story to write about. So I had to really go back and look at kind of reevaluate and switch some things up in regards to how I was framing this novel, and that's what I did for the most of the week. And I think I feel better about it. I'm more excited to get back into it and just see what those changes could do to push me further along in this like novel journey, which is like fun but terrifying. But yeah, that was most of my week thinking about that. I also did some work on my picture book. I'm gonna hold on the picture book that is under contract because I talked to my editor about it. She made some comments before she went on a little break. I didn't want to do too much before I talked to her because I made some changes. Were they drastic changes? I don't know. We'll see what she says. And then I've kind of worked on a few other projects that I'm interested in regards to writing. I'm always writing something just to kind of keep trying to get better. But overall, that's kind of the gist of what my week looked like. Super excited about the weekend. If you haven't checked out the weekend video, please feel free to do that. I think it's all about balance, especially for me as a new writer. I really need to continue to balance my life in regards to writing, running, reading, time with wife. All those things are very valuable for me, and they help me feel less pressure about writing or submitting or whatever the case may be. But overall, it's been a really, really good week. I hope your week is going great. Stay blessed. Thank you for simply watching or listening if you made it through this video. Stay in the gray area. Have a good weekend. Peace.